Usually, I do one of my old tips for free Flashback Friday today. However, for this week's tip, I realized I forgot the swipe part of the video for this week on iOS Development Tips Weekly while I was recording it. So if you've watched that video, you may be able to figure it out yourself, but I thought I'd show you anyway. You can grab the code to start this change at my GitHub repository, as you see on the bottom here. Now, I'm going to go indicate a swipe by changing the text in the demo app. So I've got it over here where I'll just start saying a drag and something. I'm going to do one more thing before I do that. That is, I'm going to show you what the value is, like I was doing here, that it resets it. I'm going to actually reset the value with a tap. So let's add one more gesture in here. And so we'll do on tap gesture. And we're going to take the self value equals 0 that I had up here and move it down there for now. And that'll reset it. I'm now going to add a few things. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a state variable. And we're going to call it did swipe. And that'll be a Boolean that I will use to determine if I'm actually swiping or not. I'm going to also go down here in my tap gesture real quick, and I'm going to reset this as well. So I'm going to do did swipe equals false down there. Now, to actually do this gesture, I'm just going to go right here into on ended. I'm going to add did swipe here. And I'm going to use a Boolean value for this. Now, I'm going to start this with ABS here so that I can get both left and right values. So all my negatives become positives. And so I'm going to use here the drag value translation width we'd use down here. So I'm just going to command copy that, place it in here, and then say to that is greater than 30. And what this does is it says if my finger moves more than 30 points, it's a swipe. That way you can handle the difference between a tap, which your finger might move a couple of points left or right, or an actual swipe where you're going to be moving more than that. So I just picked 30. It's an arbitrary number. You can figure out which one works best for you. That will handle this situation. If I wanted it to go up and down, I could change this to height, of course. All right, now with that in place, I can go ahead and resume this. And that would work. But it's not going to do anything really exciting because I haven't actually said anything with did swipe. So I'm going to add one more thing here, and I'm going to do that right inside my text here. So I'm going to say a drag gesture, and then we're going to use our value did swipe here. And I'll use one of the ternary operators. And what I'll do here is I'll say if it did swipe is true, I'll put swipe in the word, and it'll be tap if it is false. So you can see already in the preview that we have a case where it says a gesture, drag, and tap demo. So if I go ahead over here now with the preview on, I can drag over here, and notice I changed the drag gesture and swipe. If I tap it, I get a tap. A tiny little move, I still get a tap. So I don't have to worry about my finger jiggling a little bit, which might be something that some people might do while they're moving, or they're just not as stable with their fingers. So that's how you would put a swipe in here. Is all you need to do is add pretty much this code here to say I'm going to just have a higher translation than 0, and that would give me a swipe. Hopefully that'll help you out, and check out iOS Development Tips Weekly on a weekly basis, and check here for free Flashback Friday for some of my older tips.